Well, I told you she's a better horse than they are. Wasn't as good tonight, but really got parked on a real cold night around the first turn. And keep in mind, every horse takes that time off. Everybody couldn't jog for the most part. It was frigid Saturday. It was cold and miserable Sunday, and Monday it was a blizzard. So she'd probably get jogged. Swans Honey, I meant. Probably get jogged Saturday. Didn't get out Sunday, Monday. Jogged Tuesday, Wednesday, and raced on Thursday. You wouldn't think that would be a big deal. Trust me, it is a very big deal, and every horse takes it a little bit differently. She took it like a trooper. She raced as good as she could tonight, but that horse gave her a run for her money down the lane. I think she's just a better horse than they are, and every time she wins, it just becomes less likely they're going to claim her. She has up to 100,000 to make in that class. It says fillies and mares 100. I'm assuming they give allowance also. I doubt they do. Geez, that would be an awful big window. Either way, she's still got, I don't know, 10 or 11,000 more to make in that class, something like that. And they're going to have their hands full with her, and she loves doing it. She's a real sweetheart to drive. So Swans Honey, a winner tonight from Post 7. Raced really gutsy, raced really good. Very happy with her. There was almost a little calamity after the race. If you noticed, I pulled her up. There's nobody allowed at the racetrack. It's a pandemic. And I just went right off the track. I was the first under the wire and the first back to the paddock. And I was leaving. I was heading out. And I heard somebody say something behind me, next something. I thought they meant like, see you next week, whatever. I get in the room, and just like I would do, like I know all the guys. Keep in mind, I drove for 20 years and against many of these guys most of the time. So, we're talking to everybody. I'm taking my suit off, packing it all up, and I hear Anthony McDonald, paddock office, Anthony McDonald, paddock office. I'm like, usually when they call you after the race, the judges. I didn't do nothing. I literally did nothing this time. I'm like, yeah, I'll go in a minute. So I pack everything up. There's like 7 minutes to post in the next race. Now I have everything in my bag virtually, and I'm about to leave. Anthony McDonald, paddock office, right away. I'm like, what do you want? So I said, I didn't do anything. What the hell do they want? Travis Henry's there, and he goes, probably because you have a drive in the next race? I'm like, yeah. He goes, you do. You're driving John McMillan's horse. Everybody's like, why'd you tell him? I'm like, I don't care. I was going to be gone down the road. I didn't know. I didn't check the entries to see if I had any catch drives at Flamborough. Apparently, they'd put me on the horse in the next race. Coincidentally, that horse raced very good. I had run him into 2 blind switches, almost right over top of Brett McDonald down the backstretch. Powered him back down to the rail. And then if I had to come to the outside, I think I'd give the guy a run for his money. If I'm not mistaken, actually, the guy that was third is our blacksmith. I believe it was Preston. One of our blacksmiths drives also, Preston Shaw. Either way, I was fourth. The horse raced good. Might be worth a little wager next week if you're a gambling man out there. Quite frankly, I don't know the name of the horse. I assume he fits the same class. He draws inside. I said to John after, I said, hey, whoever drives this horse next week, right down the road with this guy. He lots to offer tonight, lots to pace. So I'm a little embarrassed. I don't know the horse's name. I don't even know what class it was. But he raced good. I just looked quick at the class, realized there's enough speed inside that I shouldn't be leaving. I just took him off the gate, and away you go. But next week might be a little better. I had a wonderful email today. Virtually the reason I did this, I wanted to congratulate all my partners on Swans Honey. But I had a wonderful email this afternoon from Darcy, one of our clients, and he said, one of these days, can you do a video explaining what a curb is? Now, he called it a curve. So did a lot of French people. A curb with a B. So at the back of the hock, you'll see the horse's hock has a point at the back, the cap of the hock. And underneath that, there's a straight line down the tendon to the back of the ankle. Now, at the very top of the leg, as it gets to the hock, just above that area is the curb. And what happens, I assume from pressure and stress, and could be conformation, sometimes under stress or maybe slipping, or it could be a million things, it pops out a little bit. And it can be painful, and it really takes some time. And usually what we do to treat that is, if it pops out a little bit, we'll cool it out. What we do at the stable is we'll cool it out. Then we'll put some blister on it, some hot paint on it, to get it to pop out a little bit more. We'll cool it out that second time, and then we'll have the vet cryo it. Now, cryoing is, picture one of the big water bottles that you would get, right? And on the end of it, there's a nozzle with a little thing that pokes out like this, and that's steel on the end of it. And they funnel nitrogen into it. So it's nitrogen behind steel, and they call it cryogenics, so it's with nitrogen. They cryo dots on it, and this creates scars in the area and helps heal up. I want to make sure I get this right. It's how I envision it in my head, but I'm not a vet. It helps heal up that curb and tighten up that ligament. Now, what I will do, between Dr. Grosenbacher, Dr. Bosenjack, maybe even Dr. McKee, we're likely going to go up and see her in a week or so. I'll ask them to do a video about why we castrate horses, which is taking the testicles off the horses. Why we cryo horses in various places. Splints, curbs, suspensories, tendons, all these soft tissue areas, we cryo them with the cryo gun a lot of the time. And explain what that is and why it is. I can tell you from a layman's standpoint what it is, but to get an actual view from a vet, I think that's a good idea. We will, in the future, do a little video with one or multiple vets explaining about splints and cryoing and curbs and a number of issues. So great email from Darcy. Thank you very much. We'll get that for you in the future. I hope I clarified it a little bit. Alleviating pain, I guess, is the easiest way in both short-term and long-term for the horses, is why we do those. Curbs need a little bit of time to knit and heal up, whereas splints, less time to heal up. You'll see us cryo splints and then train the very next week, whereas curbs, we like to give them another week or so just to really knit together. So I hope that helps, Darcy. I hope that helps everybody. A great night for the stable. Compass Rose DC was third again. Should she have been a winner? Maybe, I suppose, but she was not. She was third and raced pretty good, just got picked off for second. And Swans Honey raced fantastic again. A winner, really found a great spot for her. Another 2-3 starts, maybe even 4 in there. And then we'll have to figure out what we're going to do. But for now, very happy with Swans Honey. Moderately happy with Compass Rose DC. A great day at the stable training, as I mentioned in one of the 2 videos I did for you today. This is video number 3. And I am on my way home. It is going to be, I suspect, one of the coldest days of the year tomorrow. So I told everybody, just going to jog the horses 1.5 miles, 2 miles, just to move them tomorrow, keep them quiet. In and out tomorrow, I suspect we'll be done around by 11 o'clock. And then Saturday, it's going to be a little cold, a little nipply. But the drone is going to be out for you guys on Saturday. I'll have the scratches done for you tonight, and the lists will be out. Kelly will post them, but I'll have everything done tonight. We will have upwards of 15 scratches with the curbs and the splints and the castrations, a couple of sick ones, but for the most part, the ones that were on the track today that you'll see on Saturday were very, very good. So I'll talk to you all very soon. I hope you had a great day. It's been a good night. Stable.ca. Take care.